Car Mechanic, a game about working on cars. First, a quick summary to remember the interface and get into action. You know, copyrighted music blocks. So pick the difficulty. I don't recommend expert. It's too hard. It's like it doesn't highlight UI elements. See, you pick a job or just tour the garage for now. You know, the first garage is quite basic and limited, you know, like I'll switch to the middle game garage instead, you know. But this is the toolbox and this is the map, you know, like from the toolbox you spend the XP. You know, and see. Like this would be a typical game loop, you know, like you just change the parts. And that's a oil thing, but this job is just panels and running gear, right? But yeah, so get familiar with the interface, with the controls, because this screen will dominate, you know, like prominently. And the marking feature is not as useful. Yeah, but if you use the computer or the tablet, once you upgrade it, you know, just find the parts and learn to use the shopping list. It will speed up the process. But yeah, here just there are two modes typically, you know, like remove parts or add parts. And just, you know, you'll start with the basic changing brakes or filters jobs, right? The grind, the early grind is really bad, and at level 15, you know, the car auction becomes available. And car auction, alright, before you submit the repair job, just use the car to mooch off maximum XP. You know, like at first inspecting is very slow, but inspecting the parts grants XP. And in the car auction, you know, changing a car resets the inspected parts, so that's unlimited resource thing that way. Yeah, part mounting. This is a test track. It won't be available from the start, but it's just, you know, to align the wheels or just get the bushing, whatchamacallit. Yeah, this parts highlighter. Some parts require the car to be lifted, you know, to greater height. Working on wheels, obviously you need to lift the car off the ground, right? Yeah, but part mounting and screwing speed really helps out with the, you know, with the orders. But at level 15, or you know, as you prepare to transition into it, or maybe even earlier, just work on unlocking the inspection speed, right? So this is the loop of the game, you know, like just identify the broken parts and buy them in the shop. And while hovering over a part, there's like that hotkey to add it to the shopping list. That just speeds up the thing. And I also use auto hotkeys to automate the F key to replace it with enter. See, this is the car auction. This is the same car, right? I switch to another car. You know, like here I demonstrated that new XP comes in. And then just, you know, once you're done, you know, either work on the engine or whatever, and see, you switch back and the car is blank again and ready for XP farming. But to get to the car auction, you know, the ride price or entry ticket or whatever is 200 credits, so it's not free. So once you go there, you might stay for a while longer. And this is just the ending now, see? I'm just quickly running through the fluids. There are like 5 fluids, see? The brakes, the coolant, the windshield wiper, the power steering, and the oil. Right? The dipstick as well can be removed to check the status. And here's the rundown of the rest of the tools. You know, I think this tire changer and this wheel balancer is available for everybody, and this obviously that one. And this wing, this is for body repairs, and those are for parts repairs. And there's also, see, this one for brakes. I mean, once you unlock them, you know, this is a warehouse. You'll get to and in that far corner is the engine mount, you know, to take the engine out of the car. Engine crane. This is the radio, and this is the PC. And also a quick look at the engine stand. You know, it's really quite useful, because the engine can be rotated. See, get used to the interface to add an engine from the inventory, and then just work on it as a regular part. So see, it's quite easy. You don't need to, you know. But thanks for watching. Lift the car up or down to access the engine.